Hey, it is January 20th, Friday, 2023. It's been a long week. It's probably been a long week for everybody. Mine started off pretty brutal with a exploding hot water heater in my house. But got that taken care of. Week's over with. I'm ready to enjoy the weekend of gym, grocery, and relaxing. Facebook memory hit me during the week. It was a show that we did in Dulac, Louisiana, that we were booked on. When I say we, it was me and Ox Haney. We called ourselves the Labyrinth, and we went on a little stint of being a tag team for a little while. It was pretty cool. We went up against the Metal Riot Squad, which was John Saxon and Ryan Ocean. And somehow that night we got booked into a hardcore, brutal tag match that night, which I don't know who brought it up, whose idea it was, but hardcore matches are always brutal. And they get even more brutal when you're in there with Saxon and Ocean, and just in there with guys who love pain. It was painful. We went up in a crowd and just hit each other with everything but the kitchen sink. If you follow me on TikTok, I got a video up of me standing on Ocean's chest or something. I don't know. Well, we had a blast either way. One particular thing I remember that night was, okay, everybody knows me as I love having a good time. I love joking around. I'm constantly joking around. Especially if you've ever been in a ring with me. I got that mask on. Nobody can see me cutting up. I'm cutting up the whole time, which I got stories about that too. But I am cutting up the whole time in the ring. Cutting up and having a good time. In the middle of saying, ouch, ooh, that shit hurt, I'm cutting up the whole time. But so I like to have a good time. Wrestlers not only like to beat the shit out of each other, but we also like to pull ribs on each other and just joke around with each other. So we decided that we were leaving the building that night, and there was banners out front of the building, and it had our picture on it, Escape the Labyrinth, with our pictures on it. Banners look pretty good. So we decided to steal them. So it takes about 45 minutes for me to get home. So by the time I got home, I already had messages and everything from Ox. The promoter crying like a little bitch on Facebook about how he's going to call the police and how can somebody steal his banners he paid money for and blah, blah, blah. So I let it go. I think I even responded to one of his posts about, man, I can't believe somebody stole those banners with me and Ox's face on it. Ugh, how desperate are they? Or something like that. So the next morning, I got up probably about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I took a picture of myself with the mask and the banner wrapped around me like I'm just getting out the shower. Just nothing on, just a banner wrapped around me. And Ox took a picture of himself sleeping using his as a blanket. And we sent it to everybody that was on the show. And the messages just started rolling through like hysterical. Had to be the rib of the century for a while because some guys can't take jokes. And I don't think the promoter could take a joke too much because we weren't booked after that at all. I got booked one time. He tried to, he booked me one time to disrespect me a little bit. And, well, what I felt, disrespect me a little bit. He booked me, but when I got there, he threw an orange suit at me and said, here, you going out as orange guy, which was a full-fledged, like, covered my whole body. It was an orange full-body suit. And I went out there to wrestle Stan Sweetan as Orange Man. And if anybody remembers that time where Stan was wrestling all the colored people, I was one of the colored people, and I thought I was going out as Minotaur, but I wasn't. And I was so mad, and I sat back and thought about it after Stan kind of calmed me down before I grabbed DJ by his throat. Stan calmed me down. He was like, dude, and I went, all right, it's catch back. I get it. Part of the business. Let's go out there and have fun. And I think I was probably the best colored person that ever wrestled in that whole organization. So I don't want to hear the bullshit. Anyway, but it was a rib. We like to pull ribs on each other. I got a lot of ribs that have been pulled over the years. I could tell some stories about that. But those of you who are watching, who's ever been in a ring with me and or around me or been in a locker room with me, hit me up. Remind me of some things. Because, I mean, I start off the week saying, okay, my story's going to be about this. And by the time I sit here and get in front of this camera, it's completely something else. I done went through 4 stories this week that I was going to tell. So I've got stories, but I need y'all to challenge me on my memory and bring up some good stuff that I can talk about. So with that being said, we're only like 5 or 6 minutes in. It's going to be short because it's been a long week. I'm tired as piss. So once again, please share. Please like. Please tell all your friends. This is just a good time. This is a weekly thing that I want to do. And the Briscoe that passed away. I don't know him. I've never met him. I don't think I've ever seen him wrestle. But big ups to everybody in the business that he came across. Had nothing but everything nice to say about that guy. And I hope he rests in peace. And it's just sad that he passed away so soon, so young. And from what I understand, he was a very, very, very good talent. So my thoughts are with him and his family. So with that being said, next Friday, people, peace out. Love y'all.